I think I made the fastest, most complete speed lock build in NBA 2K26. With the 98 speed and a 98 agility, this build flies all over the court, recovering on defense, jumping passing lanes, forcing turnovers, and turning every stop into a fast break bucket. But what makes it dangerous, it is not just a lock. It can still rise up and finish explosively at the rim, and I loaded up in the rec to put it to the test, and once the build got going, it completely changes the game. Yo, what is good? Hold up, I'm fast as boy. It is your boy Quan G's. Y'all just seen what this speed lock can do. Now let me show y'all how I made it. If y'all rock with the content and want to see more build gameplay and lock tips, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. It is a whole lot of red. These are the main badges that I get on this build: Challenger Legend, On-Ball Menace Legend, Set Shot Specialist Legend, Pick Dodger Legend, Off-Ball Pest Legend. This build is built to be a problem on both ends. All right, here's the build. We're 6'4", 194 pounds with a 6'9" wingspan. And the build name came out to be a two-way, three-point sniping high flyer. You're gonna need around 15 to 18 cap breakers. By this point in the year, y'all should have a decent amount. Starting with the finishing, we get an 88 driving dunk. It starts at a 72, but I use 3 cap breakers to bring it up. And with 2 more, we can actually push it to a 95 for even better contact dunks. So this build can really get up there. Now for the shooting, we get an 80 midi and a 93 ball, which unlocks Deep Bomber Takeover, one of the best takeovers in the game. A lock with Deep Bomber, bro, that is actually insane. Plus we get Patty Mills base, which is one of the best jump shots for small guards. Playmaking is simple. We get a 73 pass hack, enough to make the right reads, and we get an 80 ball handle. I use 2 cap breakers to get it to an 82, and once I hit vet 2, I'm putting my next 3 cap breakers into ball handle for Devin Booker's animations. Now, defense is where the build gets scary. We get a 99 perimeter defense for Legend Challenger, Legend On-Ball Menace, and Legend Pick Dodger. I went with the 91 still because I feel like a 99 still is overrated. At 91, we still get Gold Glove and Gold Interceptor, and that's more than enough. And the best part, the physicals. We get a 98 speed and a 98 agility. This is what makes the build elite. I'm flying through lanes, recovering on mistakes, and staying glued to people all game. It really feels like, you know, like when you at a cookout and you got that annoying ass mosquito that you always trying to kill. That's what this build feels like. I'm always there and I'm hard to shake off. Now let's get into the jump shot I'm using. You could definitely use Patty Mills if you want. It really comes down to personal preference, but for me, I'm rocking Allen Iverson base with Beluba on release 1 and Oscar Robertson on release 2, a 70-30 blend, max speed. It feels smooth, quick, and easy to time, especially on builds like this where you need to get your shot off fast. Takeover, I went with Deep Bomber, and this is where the build gets crazy. Not only does it make me a bigger threat from 3, but it also boosts my ball handle. Once I hit level 5 on Takeover, I get a 97 ball handle, which is insane for a lock. At this point, I'm not just spotting up and playing defense. I can create, break down defenders, and really take over the game. This is what I decided to do with my max plus 1s and max plus 2s. So now y'all see the full build: 98 speed, 98 agility, elite defense, and explosive scoring. But stats only tell part of the story. Now let's see what the speed lock really looks like in the rec. This right here is where that 98 speed starts to show. I wrapped around quick, used the speed to create space, pump fake, got him off his feet, and cashed it. This is another instance where that speed actually shows and it really separates the build. I'm able to get back, recover, and able to force a contest, which leads to a fast break bucket. And if y'all wondering, I'm rocking with that Alex Caruso motion style. I feel like it helps a lot with some of those recoveries. If y'all got any other motion styles, recommendations, drop them in the comments below and I'll try them out. Not gonna lie, I did miss a wide open shot, but that's why I like this build so much. Even when the shot isn't following, I can still impact the game with whether that's passing, defense, using my speed, and also just trying to create extra possessions from the offense. We started this game out a little cold from 3, but you can't let the misses get to you. That's part of the game. You gotta stay confident, trust your shot, and keep making the right plays. A couple misses don't matter. Once I found my rhythm, I started knocking down my next few threes. Want me to go back door?
Any kind.
You see the disruption on the build. I'm able to get the inbound still, bring it back out, and just create another opportunity for the off. Now, granted, my teammate did throw the ball back, but it's just all about the disruption and chaos that this build causes. Sometimes you can't control what your teammates do, but you can control what you do.
Knockdown. I'm going square, bro.
Close at the half, I catch a crazy putback dunk. I got up for that one. This is why I invested into the dunk and vertical. That just fits my play style.
That shit like it's releasing fast.
You seen that putback though? Shit look tough.
Yeah, that shit's valid.
Putback look tough. Came out of nowhere. 6'4"
I don't
guard.
know why I thought they point guard dropping me off. Oh, you had him.
Definitely be having wide open jump shots.
One thing I really like about this build is it's not one dimensional. We're showing the ability to read the defense, make the right pass, and create good looks for teammates. Even when the steals don't directly lead to points on the other end, it's still disrupting the offense and creating pressure. And on top of that, the bounce on this build is crazy. When there's an opportunity to get up, we're taking advantage of it. This next sequence right here is exactly what I mean by pressure. First, I tip the pass and throw off the whole possession. They reset, try to force it again, and this time I'm able to get the steal and finish it on the other end. That's what makes this build so annoying. Even if you don't get the first turnover, you're constantly creating chaos until they make a mistake. We get another steal here, and I'm pushing the break right away. I see my boy Flock leaking out, throw it up, and he slams it. And that's what this build does. It turns defense into offense. The game with 31 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals, and came out with the win. Overall, the build did exactly what I needed it to do. Create pressure, force turnovers, and make plays on both ends. But I wasn't done yet, so we loaded into another one to see if we can keep it going. Don't let that 82 ball handle fool you. It might not be super high, but it's more than enough to create. Right here, I put together a clean combo, got downhill, and finished strong at the rim. Right here, we're bumping the bar handler up the court. And after about 2 bumps, I already knew his adrenaline bar was pretty much gone. At this point, he really doesn't have much left, so I'm expecting him to give it up. That miss leads to a transition 3 cash. Right here, I was able to get a blitz and a bump steal. My man wasn't even in scoring position. He was just setting the screen, so I knew I could leave him and make a play on the ball. That's where having awareness on a lock really matters. Knowing when you can gamble and when you got to stay home is really important. Here we started going on a heater from 3. Once I found my rhythm, it was over. That 93 ball mixed with that deep bomber takeover really makes this build dangerous, because now you really gotta respect the shot. And you already know we are pulling from deep. Yeah, my matchup quit out right here. That's what constant pressure does. Once you start locking up in the random wreck, forcing turnovers and making them work every possession, eventually they fold like lawn chairs and they be out. Another bump still right here, and I ain't gonna lie, I got a little too confident, tried to stop on the break and pulled a 3, but it definitely didn't go as planned. Sometimes you gotta test it though. At this point, we're up a lot going into half, and that's really off the pressure we've been applying all game. Getting stops, forcing turnovers, and turning those into easy buckets. That's what separates this build. Once you start controlling the pace, the game gets a lot easier. And when you really think about it, this build has a lot of elite categories. We get a 98 speed, a 98 agility, a 99 perimeter defense, and a 91 steal. And also, we get a 90 3-pointer. Now, don't get me wrong, being taller definitely helps, especially with how the contest system works this year. Having more size and length can make a difference. But I wanted to test some things out and really see how far I can push the speed on a smaller build. And honestly, I've been having a lot of fun on this build to close the year out. Once you understand positioning, timing, and how to make the right reads, the size doesn't matter as much as people think. That's what I've been learning. Lock this year is less about just being tall and more about how well you can apply pressure and stay in front of your matchup. Positioning is key this year. If you know how to cut off angles, time your bumps, and stay in front of your matchup, you can still be elite without being the tallest on the floor. And I just really wanted to test that, man, and I've been having fun. So one thing I've learned playing lock this year, well, recently, is also that not every defensive possession has to end in a steal. Sometimes it's just about forcing bad shots, making them pick the ball up, or throwing them off their rhythm. That pressure adds up over the course of a game. We ended up winning this one 98-72, and I finished with 35 points, 8 steals, and 7 assists. That's actually a crazy-ass stat line, and I feel like this stat line really shows what this build is capable of. Scoring, creating, and making life hard on the defensive end. Overall, I've really been having fun on this speed lock build just to close the year out. If y'all like playing with speed, applying pressure, and turning defense into offense, this is definitely a build worth trying. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all want to see full lock tutorials, let me know, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's your boy G's. Y'all be safe. Peace. I'm out.